Okay guys, let's talk about Eaton Vickers replacement components and parts, right? So why Eaton Vickers? Eaton Vickers is I'm not getting any relation with these guys, and nobody's paying me to say anything. I have no contact with any of the Eaton Vickers people, right? But I would say it's a good company. You know, it's all American made products, and for manufacturing, a lot of those products are in the market in the United States and around the world. So it became a very popular line of products. So which one of these products can I replace? Because this is very common, it's very existing, and also a reminder, hydraulic technology is not like a leading edge technology. It's something that people use. But it goes with some technology, but a lot of the products, from my point of view, hydraulics is an older technology, you know. But then you know, so is like I say, so is a wheel. You know, a wheel system. They don't reinvent the wheel. The wheel is an old technology that is still working very well, you know. And can somebody make a good wheel and a bad wheel? Yes, you know. So. But anyway, there are products that are very easily replaceable, at least for me anyway, that I can supply. They replace the Eaton Vickers products. Now I do have a list of some of these products because there are a few of them, and so I want to take notes. Let's start with the VHO and VQ series vane pumps. These vane pumps come in a single, double, and triple options. Very old pump, very I would say flexible. It can give you a lot of combinations of flow and pressures. So it's a huge range of vane pump combinations that we have available, and we have it. You know, it's very easily to replace a complete pumps or car kits or replacement part for that unit. Then we have the V10 and V20 series. These pumps basically are a smaller vane pump that is very similar to the VQ VHO, and so it's just the smaller unit. We have them as well. Other products, now we go into the motor series. We're talking M2 210. Let's see which one we have here. M2 and M2 200 series. Basically, these are smaller displacement vane motors that we have available. They come from 2 to 4 cubic inches. So they're like I would say medium to small size, you know. 4 cubic inches is not that small, and depending on the application that you have, of course, right? So we have those motors, and then we have the other motors that are more the standard ones, that are the 25M, 35M, 45M, and 50M series hydraulic motors. Those are I would say the larger displacement from the M2U series. So we have those available. Then the next one that we have is the MHT series. This is more of a low speed hydraulic vane motor. You know, it comes with a shaft or with solder shaft, and that is just one old unit that Eaton Vickers or whatever that was at that time had it available, and we still have them, and that is for a small, I wouldn't say small, it's a low revolutions, about 100-200 RPM hydraulic motor that we have. Then we have other motors. We're going into the piston motors. That is the MFB series. These are fixed or variable displacement piston motors. You know, that's a smaller series. We have them available, and so it's there. Then we jump into the hydraulic piston pumps. There's a lot of series over here of the piston pumps, and some of them are replaceable, some of them are older, and some of them they're not manufactured anymore. I don't know if they're manufactured. Let's say that they're older units, some of them, you know. So let's start with a PVH series, PVQ series, PVE series, and then the PVB or the PFB series. You know, there's a 1, 2, 3, 4 different series of piston pumps over here, and you say, oh my goodness, does somebody really need to have that many piston series? You know, at the end of the day, it's just the same hydraulic piston variable pump, you know, but there are a smaller difference between one and the other one. So let's run some of the difference over here. For example, the PVH, it comes from 3.5 cubic inches up to 8.6 cubic inches. So that's let's say that I would call that there's a more standard hydraulic variable displacement piston pump that is for open loop applications. So that's the PVH series. Then we have the PVQ series, which is a smaller unit that comes from 0.64 cubic inches up to 2.7 cubic inches. So I would say that's the smaller unit of the PVH. I mean, that's one way to put it. You know, it's a different pump, but I would say it covers the smaller applications for that unit over there, you know. So then we have the PVE. The PVE comes from 250 to 275 cubic inches. Only 2 displacements, you know. At one point in time that pump was made. I don't know if it's still made, but it's very easily replaceable. It's only 2 displacements, and they're very close to one to another. You know, why is it made that way? I don't know, guys. You know, that's just the way it is, you know. Then we have the PVB and the PFB unit. That is the PFB, that's for fixed displacement, and the PVB, that's for variable displacement piston pumps. And then we have the fixed displacement going from 0.64 up to 2.61 cubic inches. That's 10 to 42 cc's on that size, you know. And then the variable displacement, we have it from 0.6 up to 5.76 cubic inches, and that goes all the way from 10 to 94 cc's in the displacement of these units, you know. Pressure rating, we're talking about up to 3000 psi's depending on the size of the units, and that's the type of pumps that we have available. Other units that we have from the to be replaceable from the Eaton Vickers market is the TA15, the TA19, and the TA1919. These are piston, smaller hydrostatic units. You know, some people they call it transmission pumps. I call it hydrostatic. You know, they're small hydrostatic units that we have it available. They're very, I would say, from my point of view anyway, they're older pumps, and we have it available. You know, a lot of these pumps are more replaceable, let's say, with newer pumps. You know, let's say some of the old series they may not make it anymore, and they come out with a new series that can be replaceable. However, though, we can do that. We can put some newer models in there, but some of these units, for example, that I read over here, some of them are older units, and when you have an old unit, technically speaking, hydraulic technical requirement speaking, you can replace it. But many times, for example, a lot of people want to put it in the same coupler, to couple to the same motor and couple to the same hoses in the very same position. And dimension wise, from the older style to the new style pumps, you may have some differences in dimensions. You may have a difference on the position of the hose, or where the hose is gonna go. You may have some different dimensions on the mounting of the pump. So, and some people don't want to deal with that. And any pump can be replaceable by any other new unit, you know. But a lot of people, what they want is put the pump in there and and don't change anything. Just put it in there and put it in the same spot, drop in place, and don't worry about it, right? So we have that option available for these older model pumps, and if we don't have it, you know, maybe we have to do some retrofitting. That's what it is, a retrofitting. We're retrofitting the pump in which you're gonna provide the same hydraulic technical benefits or requirement of the old unit, but you may need to move a hose, or you may need to have a different coupler to the electric motor, or do something physically or mechanically, the way that you hook up the pump. Something might be different, but it will give you the same results as far as flow and pressure and so on, right? So we do have those units available. Let's see, other products that I can think of that I can replace from Eaton Vickers. We're talking about hydraulic accumulators. That's pretty easy to replace. Directional control valves. That's pretty easy to replace. Pressure valves. I need to make a video about pressure valves. We can replace pressure valves as well for the Eaton Vickers units. Cylinders. We can replace cylinders, especially for the industrial applications. Those are very easy cylinders to replace. Many of them might be standards, you know. What else? I don't know what else is coming in mind. You know, there's a lot of things that you can replace in hydraulics. It's all a matter of looking at the part number and taking in consideration the technical requirements of the machine, and you can replace everything, you know. So guys, this is the video for today. If you have any requirements on any of these part numbers or any other thing regarding to hydraulics, just drop me an email or something, email information somewhere out there, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.